Hey, good morning everybody and welcome back to our show this week. We are out on some big water and today we're going to learn the proper ways to work glide baits like shiver minnows, shiver spoons, and I'll tell you what, we've got great conditions, got just the proper amount of wind, and you know what, it's cloudy and we're fishing super clear water this week, and I'll tell you, it is one of my favorite techniques, and so you guys hang on to your hindies. We got a lot to teach you guys this week. There he is. Cast. Oh, nice fish, too.
First cast.
Oh, first cast. How does that work?
First cast.
You know what? First thing I do is I'm wondering why you got a snap on your leader. I always tie my bait direct. And let's talk a little bit about that.
Larry, you want to get the net?
Yeah. Right away, you want me to net your fish? Wow, it's like a big dance floor up here, this 238. Ooh, that's a good fish, Tom.
Yeah.
Tom, do you always use a snap?
It's just how I do it. People don't like using snaps, but I do.
Well,
I feel as though it gives the lure a lot more free movement to do what it wants.
Okay.
Instead of restricting it with a knot. And if your knot's forward, it's going to make the shiver minnow act different when it can just dart all over the place. And I mean, as you could tell,
little things make a big difference. I can tell you that much. And that's why I'm asking. Holy man, what do you got going here? You think this is a walleye?
Yeah.
Really? Huh. Oh,
there he is, a nice one.
Big walleye. Holy man. What a way to start the morning off, Tommy. Woo-hoo. Look at that. It's a giant toad. Woo. Hold that fish up. First cast, you lucky dog, you. Oh, I love the colors of these fish up in this clear water. Man, oh man, they are so beautiful.
Nice and heavy.
Yeah, look at the colors on that fish. Look at the head on that fish. So a snap definitely makes a big difference. And you know what?
Well,
I've been using
just
these.
how I do it.
Yeah, I want to learn.
Should we let her go?
And it's all about learning. Yep, let's get that fish back in the water. She gone. Nice job. What a way to start off the morning.
So this is a fat bottom.
It's a fat bottom. Let's talk about
I love the fat bottom.
What's the difference between the fat bottom and a shiver minnow, Tom?
Just the action. It falls just a tad slower than a shiver minnow, and it swims a little wider.
So a little different cadence, huh? Is that what you're using? Different cadence on it too, or it's the same cadence?
I just do short hops. I like a
Short pops.
It's an eater.
Eater. I'll take a ear. How can these fish be? Look
Just
at.
an eater.
There's no way these are all walleyes.
So we're going to go back up and make another pass over this hump. It's a small hump that extends out here in the little Bay De Noc, and going to go back and get Larry a fat bottom now, because on the first pass I had 3 hits on a fat bottom, and Larry was throwing a regular shiver minnow and didn't have any bites. So
Sometimes a little bit different, action on that bait can make a big difference, huh? Just because that fat bottom falls a little bit differently than a shiver minnow.
We're just coming off. The water's finally warming back up after we had a big north blow for a few days. It's finally warming back up. The water temp's up to 70 degrees this morning, so it's finally getting back up to where the fish should be active, but it seems like they want that little slower fall with the fat bottom.
Let's talk about how important it is not to drive over these fish once you go through them. You know, I see that happen a lot. I know some guys, they're gonna say, hey, I never would do that, but I see it happen a lot where you're making passes, you're catching fish on this spot, and guys are excited, anxious, and they want to get back up there and get on another pass, but they drive right over these fish. Especially in the clear water, it spooks them fish like crazy. So go way around and come back and make your drift, but don't drive over them fish.
Actually hit it on the fall. I cast it right in that school. Larry, you need a goby. Shiver.
They're all over out there, Tom.
This is unbelievable.
Got a good one? That one hit it on the fall, huh?
Yeah, hit it
Never
on the
made
fall.
it down to the bottom.
The school was so big, you couldn't cast beyond him. You had to cast into him.
And he just crushed it coming down.
Coming down. It's a good fish, Larry. You might want to net him for me.
Good fish?
Or I could get it. Go ahead.
Sure?
Yeah.
Hogging the fish. You got a good one? Oh, yeah.
Nice, probably 24 incher. Nice fish. Get him back.
Gotta start talking about how you're catching.
There he goes. We're doing is spotting them. Spotting them with the forward facing with the live scope. They're just casting at him, and it's rough this morning, and it's a little cloudy, and
yeah,
you can be a little aggressive with them and cast right on them. This morning, it doesn't seem to matter.
Right. Well, that time I saw you cast it past both.
Yeah,
of them.
about 5 feet. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And it's amazing. The second that bait dropped to the bottom, went past some fish, they raced right down to the bottom.
Right, and he hit it right away.
And ripped it right away.
Hit it right
he
away.
slurped that one right in.
Right away. Yep. Fun. Gotta love it.
Easy for him to say. I haven't had a fish on yet. That's like his 6th one, right? One more, I'm gonna be bumping shoulders with that guy up there because I'm thinking there's a conspiracy going on here. I know he's a better fisherman than I am, but I also think he's hogging that shelf right there. So
Better fisherman.
I can't believe I can't get bit right here. Got a whole school right here.
Larry,
Yeah.
do you see what I'm doing?
No, what are you doing?
Short pops.
Short pops.
Short. Super short.
Okay. I can adjust to that. Tell me there's not a cadence.
It's just been a short hop morning. Just short pops.
Are you letting it hit the bottom?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Always letting it hit the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
How are you keeping the debris
Larry
off?
cast at them fish. Oh my
Let
goodness.
me up there. This is enough of this. This is enough of this
Yeah,
stuff.
switch of spots. Ooh, I gotta come. That fish is going over here. Oh. Taking us around the boat. Gotta love it. Oh, nice walleye. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, beauty. Purple goby. I switched to purple goby.
You did, you sneaky son of a gun.
First cast with the purple goby. Nice little leader, 23 incher. Beautiful. Thank you, Lord. Walleyes are up on this reef eating and feeding. They're after these gobies. And the purple goby is meant to represent the goby. And earlier I was using the goby color, but when we designed this color, this is what it was meant to be. It looked like a goby. So we did the best we could for representation, and the walleye seemed to like it.
I stole Tom to the front of the boat. It took me a while. I finally got one. There's only about 50 of them on the screen at one time. But again, it comes down to cadence. It's a little bit different. You know, I'm used to fishing the lower part of the bay and the water's a little dirtier down there. And I'm using a lot harder swings on that versus the short little pops. And these fish are super sensitive up here, you know. It is amazing. Oh boy, that's a good feeling. Boy, that's a good feeling. This is my first. I think Tom's on 7, 8, 9. I couldn't even tell you. There you go. Jiska. I
Nice
got him.
fish.
Thank you, Tom. This is a lot of fun. Even though it's my first one only of the morning. I had a bunch of other bites, but hey, let's keep fishing. Big pod. On to the next. I want more. I want more. That's the problem with fishing. You want more. It's never enough. Tom was kicking my butt before, and his cadence is totally different than I'm used to. So I went with my confidence bait. Guess what that is? LSO, which is the gold hammered. It's the gold hammered spoon that catches fish everywhere and anywhere. And even a guy that's not that good of a fisherman like me could catch fish on it. Oh, look at that nice fish. Look at that.
right down his throat.
I know, that's the problem with that gold hammer. They just want to absolutely annihilate it. Thanks, Tom.
Look at it. Look, right down. Look at it. Right.
Tell me that they don't want to kill that bait right there. They absolutely annihilate it. You wonder why. That is such a great color right there. That hammered color is good anywhere, anytime. Okay, back in the hold. Ready?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Tom. All right, now.
Spoons work good.
I love spoons, my favorite bait. You know, a big thing for me, again, is confidence, and Shiver Minnows are definitely one of my favorite glide baits, but when the wind dies down, I definitely will go to a spoon, because again, when you get a lot of wind and a lot of current, everything is darting, moving faster. When the wind lays down, everything gets a lot slower, things slow down, and where that spoon doesn't dart back and forth, it just comes up and it flutters back down. To me, that's probably one of the most effective baits to use when the wind dies, is go to a spoon.
So our wind is backing off on us, and it's going to change things a little bit. The fish are going to be more spooky in this clear water on the outer bay of Little Bay De Noc. Our visibility is very great here. We're going to have to slow things down and be a little more stealthy, and now spoons are really starting to work good. Spoon action is more of a straight, slow flutter, so we might have to switch things up and go to the spoon and wave it in their face a little longer, and hopefully we can keep putting the fish in the boat.
Got him. Got him.
Got one?
Yeah, got him.
Nice.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Feels like a good one. A little bit tougher when it gets to be this time of day, I'll tell you that. But we're on a hunt for a giant fish now, and hopefully I got him hooked up. I'll tell you that one Tom got right away this morning on that first cast with the Shiver Minnow, that was a tank. Love these big fish in this clear water like this, because they are absolutely girthy, because they got so much for gobies to eat. And the other part is they're absolutely beautiful with that coloring. There she is. Look at the color on that fish. Just smoked that Shiver spoon. Bring her right into you, Tom. Thank you, sir. Whoa! Nice. Hold that one up. I'll tell you, Tom, that look at the gold that's on that fish.
This one is gold.
Oh, I love it when they look like that. Man, that is the cool part about, honestly, fishing up on this part of the bay. You know, the farther to the north you get, the deeper that water gets, the more rocks these fish are sitting in, and the color that they have is incredible versus the, you know, the southern part of the bay where they're more of a pale, you know, fish. These, check that out. Look at the yellow and the golds down there. Nice fish. Loving that.
Nice.
Anytime, you know, that wind lays down, I'll definitely revert back, take off the Shiver Minnow or fat bottom and go definitely to a spoon. It's a confidence thing for me, for sure, but I definitely don't think that they're not as active. And so it's not as much of an aggressive bite. So putting that spoon in front of them is definitely key. You want to catch more walleyes? If I can catch them, I'm going to tell you guys can catch them. Hey everybody, this week's tip of the week brought to you by our good friends up at Mike's Country Meats, the finest jerky on the planet.
These are just a Rapid storage strap. You can get these at any local hardware store. Put your graph on and then cover on, and then go behind your wires, one side or the other, and it's Velcro, just snaps on easy.
Awesome. Hey, I'll tell you what, that is a great tip. And again, this week's tip of the week by our good friends up in Tigerton, Mike's Country Meats.
I just hooked this goby casting for walleye, and these are fat bottoms, purple goby and a regular goby. And as you can see, the fat bottom, see how it's designed, the shape, big head, slims down, and flat on the bottom. You see the goby's actually flat on the bottom also.
That's interesting.
So this really glides, this fat bottom really glides side to side. And it falls a little slower than a regular Shiver Minnow. A Shiver Minnow is more fast. It's a faster fall, and it walks the dog great, the Shiver Minnow also. But you want to put some more fish in your boat, try some of these fat bottoms and match the hatch on the Great Lakes. You got one? Nice.
He was blocking me out.
The spoon is on fire now. Isn't that funny? This
Yeah,
morning
it is.
the Shiver was just...
Again, I honestly think it's got a lot to do with the lack of wind. Fish aren't as active. And the spoons, they love the spoons, you know?
Want him on the back of the boat there?
No, I'm gonna take him right here. I'm gonna bring him right through. Yep, there he goes. Oh, oh, look at that. Look at that fish. Oh. Oh,
I haven't seen him color.
oh, it's a toad.
Is it? Nice.
Oh, look at, oh, come on, come on, come on, come on.
He inhaled it.
Oh, you never get sick of this. Unbelievable.
Can't see
Oh,
that. The sun is right in there.
oh, there he goes. Broke right off. Oh,
I couldn't see it.
God, that was a nice one. Hey, at least we got to see it and we saw what it was. And I hate to admit this, but I'm glad I'm fishing with Tom today because I'm down to 4 lures so far. I'm probably gonna have to sign my truck title over to him before I leave. It's just something. But look at, that was not the knot, just so you guys know this, right? So if this becomes a lawsuit or anything, right, definitely you guys take a look at that. That was cut, definitely cut. I think the fish was nettable, but I can't argue with the guy when we're this far away from shore, out in the middle of nowhere, and it's his boat. But take another look at that, clear look. That is not the knot that broke on that, right? So you know. I just, you know, the anticipation of just seeing that fish is what kills me. I just can't wait. Even though you can see him on the forward facing sonar, so you know he's a good one, but how good is he? Is he 25 or is he, oh, he's big. Oh, look at him way down there. I can see him down about 10 feet. Yeah. One thing I've learned from our good friend Tom Wynn is not to horse these fish. I'm always so dang excited. Oh, come on, big girl. Oh, it's a giant.
That's a beauty.
That is a tank. Woo! Gosh, I just love everything. Oh, look at, Tom, hold that fish up. Look how the gold on that fish. Look at the spoon right there. Crush it. Oh man, that was absolutely awesome. You know, again, just giving it short pops, not lifting it off the bottom very far. The only problem is, like when you're fishing in this kind of water here, the gobies are absolutely thick. So half my casts, I get halfway back and all of a sudden my bait's got a goby on it, but you got to just sacrifice that and make it work like that. But when you do get a full cast in without hooking a goby, there you go. I'll tell you what, it's fish like that. There she goes.
So this is a Brew City pole. I love these poles. They're light, they're simple, they're not sophisticated. Once in a while, it starts sticking and making noise like that. What I have here is a little tube of Teflon, and I just take a little bit of Teflon, I pull the shaft up a little bit, I just give just a little bit of a squirt there, squeeze gone, and it spins freely again. Another nice walleye.
Oh, you ain't kidding, Tom. That's
Bay De
absolutely
Noc.
awesome. When you think about it, it's noon now, and you're still catching a few fish out
Yep.
here. It's incredible in this clear water.
Goby replica, the fat bottom goby.
That bottom it is.
I like to do just a short hop, and I just think of as what a goby. I've got a goby fat bottom on. Well, how far is a goby gonna go when it takes off? And I just, if you watch the live scope, you can see these short hops jumping about 3 feet, and I just picture that in my mind's eye. That's what a goby's doing down there. So I try to replicate what the forage is.
It's almost like the days when you had a Harley and you were waving to the guy on a bike. You see another warrior on the water, you just get a good feel.
First class, all the way from the people that ride them to the people that make them.
They do such a nice job with communication. They'll pick up the phone anytime. It's really almost a friendship.
you could be in any state, and when somebody with a Warrior drives by you, you get that honk, that beep. You're truly part of a family, and there's nothing like it.
Introducing Forever Barnwood. Transform your space with the warmth and character of a genuine barnwood look. Forever Barnwood offers over 200 authentic barnwood products. We are commercial and food safe. Our products are available in unlimited quantities while still providing the consistency you need to complete large projects. All of this while still looking like it came out of a 100-year-old barn. Forever Barnwood. Bring the history inside.
Hey, today's our Marine Suds moment, and I'll tell you, the LVP is an absolutely awesome product when it comes to cleaning any kind of plastic, leather, or vinyl. And check this out. And it doesn't leave that seat slippery either when you're done, like some other products where you want to slide off of it. Look at that. Hey, make sure you check out Marine Suds products. They're absolutely awesome. If you want to keep your things looking brand new, check out Marine Suds. Hey, it's all about coming out and having a good time and learning things. And I'll tell you what, again, what a great thing. I want to thank Tom today for the great time we had out here and for the educational lesson that he gave me. And I hope you guys appreciated that too and learned something out of it. Hey, like we do each and every week, we always want to thank all of our military men and women for the great service they have given this country and continue to give this country, because you know something? We're living in the greatest country in the world, and I pray that we can keep it that way, and it's well worth it. Hey, also want to thank all of our firefighters and paramedics, and no doubt all of our law enforcement agents. Hey, it is a great day to be alive, everybody. Hope we see you guys and gals again next week, and thanks for joining us. He's not going to even find me a rod. There isn't any. They're all his, every one. These are all my rods. Not letting him use any of them. That was another prototype. Robin is going to be absolutely mad. I keep using all the prototypes.